Hey, class of 2022. This is Miss Bellman coming to you just with a quick message about an important step that we really want you to take this spring before we shut down for the school year, and that is your end of junior year credit check. This is a really crucial time to make sure that you are, staying on progress or on the path to make sure that you graduate a year from now. And so we just want to go over the tools that you have in order to do this credit check. Now that we're all kind of back in school, I'm happy to meet with you and go over this in person. However, we just can't meet with you as a big group to do it as a big group. So feel free to contact your counselor if you want to sit down and look at things together. So you can always access your transcript. You just got to log into your Skyward account, and then under Portfolio and Report Cards on the left side, you can go ahead and click on the 2020-2021 first semester transcript. That is the transcript that goes all the way through first semester of this year. Don't forget, your transcript only changes twice a year at the end of each semester. The report will generate, and that's going to give you your most recent transcript. It's going to look a little something like this. Now, this is a transcript from a former graduate that we just use as an example. If you look in the upper left-hand corner here, that is 9th grade, then 10th grade, then 11th grade, then 12th grade. Down here, down here at the bottom, you can see how many total credits you would have earned and your cumulative GPA up to this point. So this is a really good place to take a look and see whether or not you're staying on track. You can see that every class is by semester. Again, that's how you earn your grade, except for 2 classes, and that is health and speech. Those were quarter classes that you earned a final grade in, worth 0.25 credits. Otherwise, if you take a look at credits earned, everything is going to be 0.5 except for those 2 classes, and that's how it's going to go for the rest of the year. Now, if you were a student who didn't earn a credit in a class because you received an F, it would be listed as a 0 in this column because you did not earn the credit for that class. So that's kind of the what we want you to be taking a look at because it'll help you take a look at your credit check. So how do you get a credit checklist? It's the formal kind of document that we use to make sure you're staying on track. It's on the guidance website. I've linked it in this presentation. You can go ahead and click on the forms and transcripts request on the guidance website as well. So there's 2 places there. And then hard copies are going to be available in the guidance office. Don't hesitate to swing up. We'll have a stack there. You can always grab a hard copy and just do your transcript check on the spot. So it looks a little bit like this. It looks exactly like this, actually. So as you can see, if I were looking at that other student's transcript, I would say, oh, they earned, a credit in English 9, check. English 9B, check. Speech, and all of those things. So you go through all of your classes that you have on your transcript, and you check them off on this list. A few things that kids can get tricky on is that, here you can take chem or physics. So under science, it's physical science in 9th grade, likely biology in 10th grade, not for everyone. It could be chemistry. So if you're a junior right now, you could be maybe taking biology now or waiting for next year. So just make sure you check off the class that you've actually taken. And in this area, it would be physics or chemistry. And the other tricky area can be the math. Now, you earn 1 check mark for every semester of math you've completed since 9th grade. So for some of you, you started in math in algebra. Others of you might have started in math and algebra 2, or maybe even pre-calculus. So again, you're just going to go through and check off each time or each semester that you passed math since 9th grade. Then at the bottom there, somewhere along the way, you will have taken statistics. So you want to give yourself a check mark if you did complete that. If you did not, then that's something you need to make sure is on your schedule for next year. So the classes that cover statistics are Geometry with Stats, General Stats, FST, and AP Stats. So those are the 4 classes you would need to take through senior year in order to get your stats credit done. And then lastly, the fine art credit is right over here. You just need to take 2 semesters of fine art before you graduate. So it's visual or performing. That includes all of our visual art classes, all of our performing art classes, choir and band, and then a few other outliers like announcements or creative writing. So those are the classes. That's all in our registration manual too. If you have questions, you can always ask us. But any of those classes would count for 1 semester and then 2 semesters of that class. So just a quick review of what you need to graduate. You need 4 credits of English. That's 4 total years. Quarter credit of speech, 3.5 years of social studies. The half year is in ninth grade when you took geography. 3 years of science to graduate, but of course, we always recommend looking at what you need in order to get into your next place, wherever that is after high school. And so that might be 4 years for some of you. Math, same thing. Most at least 4-year colleges encourage 4 years of math for admission. You got health there as a quarter credit, which you took in ninth grade, half a credit of Phi-Ed, that 1 credit of performing art, and then 8 elective credits. That include your Spanish, your psychology, your Phi-Ed, your tech ed, your PLTW courses, anything like that would be included in those 8 elective credits. So you're going to go ahead and do what I just said. You're going to do a little check mark for each one of those classes that you've taken based on your transcript. And like I said, everyone will be different for math. What you can do next. If you have questions, if there's any area where you're not sure about, don't hesitate to zip us an email or make an appointment with us and we can sit down and go over it with you. We do this a lot, and so we can do it quickly with you and get you some good answers. It's also a really good time for you to do this check to make sure that you have what you need to graduate a year from now. And so a student can only earn a maximum of 7 credits during the school year. So if you need more than 7 credits to graduate by next year, you should be looking at summer school this summer or night school next year or summer school even after you graduate in order to make sure that you get that 23.5 before you graduate. So really, the bottom line is that including this semester's classes, you need to be at a minimum of 16.5 credits in order to be on track for graduation without doing summer school or night school. So those details should be reviewed with someone if you find that you have any questions. So don't hesitate to contact us and go through that together. And then you want to make sure that the classes you registered for reflect what you need in order to graduate. So again, a great example of that is statistics or art. If you still need another semester of art or another semester of statistics, we want to make sure that's on your schedule for next year. So go ahead and get started with that. Like I said, there'll be hard documents available in the guidance office. And let us know if you have any questions.